What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button if you're new. But today, I usually come here with a script. I usually come here with a plan to execute. I do weeks of preparation. Today, I'm going off script. I'm going off of the normal talking points that everybody loves to get into, loves to feed into. And today, I'm going into my script. You know, my feelings right now, my talking points. See, a couple days ago I was doing the talking points on the Trump administration and all this and all the immigration. Yes, those are what we call the widespread topics, the widespread information that's going around, and I was just putting my opinion into it. Well, today we're going to talk about my talking points and talking points that I care about. And those talking points are some of the big ones, of course, but some of talk mostly about this Democratic Party. We need to stop feeding into these old style Democrats. Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, I always forget this guy's name. Bernie Sanders. We need to stop feeding into them. We really need to stop feeding into them because they're weak. They're weak. They're talking points, literally. That is all they are. They are talking points now. All they do is talk about the nonsense. They're all talk. They don't initiate or do anything. They're just talkers. They're just talkers. And I think it's about the time that we shift to a different direction. I don't believe socialism is the best way to go right now. I don't think socialist is the best way to go right now. See, we're seeing this Mamdani thing. We're feeding into this Mamdani-led generation, this AOC-led generation of Democrats. And I genuinely want to ask you, where do we see this going? Where do we see this going? Because, yeah, it's doing something in a city. It's very different from doing something in a country. Doing something in a Congress. Doing something in a Senate. Very, very different. Very, very different. So when you do something in a city, it's a very minimal impact. It's on the city alone. It's not the city may need socialism. A city may need a socialist. But America as a country, with all this socialism that these Democrats are pushing, we don't need that. We need to take some ideas of socialism, but we don't need socialist across the board. Absolutely not. This is not a country built off socialism. Do I believe in healthcare for all? Yes. Do I believe in something these socialists advocate for? Yes. Do I think it's what's best? No. Not for this country. What they stand for, it's not what's best. Not in my eyes. When I look at the Democratic Party as of now, I believe it is time to shift towards the younger generation, but I think we have to realize what identity this younger generation wants to go by. And I think as a younger generation, we focus too much on what the media is pushing towards us and pushing towards us as good. We see one video of a MAGA Republican saying they disagree with Trump. And we say, I like this guy. You don't know the guy. You don't know anything that he is voting for, anything he stands for. You're going off of a clip you've seen on social media. It's exactly what the media wants you to do. Exactly what the media wants you to do. They want you to go off what you see. That is what the news is for, people. That is what the news is for. To get you to do exactly what you do. Believe it. And run with it. Because when you run with it, they've won. And when they've won, they will continue to win. Because then it only takes one mind to shift 10 minds. And it only takes 10 minds to shift 100 minds. And 100 minds to shift 1,000. And then more. And you see this all across the social media. You see this all across the news. You see one news reporter say, okay, we like where this guy is going. Then you see 10 other news reporters say, oh, we like where this guy's going. And then you see the whole social media start to rant about it. Stop going off of social media and actually do your research on these people. Please. Please. Because then you would know the importance it is to fact check the news. How important it is to fact check a candidate. Because once you do that, once you fact check a candidate, you would realize that what the news pushes is not what's the truth. It's not. And I could take that to a whole nother realm. A whole nother dimension. But I'm not going to do that. Even though today is off script. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say that for another topic in another video. Because that alone, what I was about to bring up, would absolutely shift your mind and shift your belief and your thoughts in your head. But I have a bigger video for that. But it is time that we wake up, people. And wake up to what the media pushes and what the news pushes. Because it's not the truth. It's not what's best for this country. It's not what's best for America as a whole. And I think our politics and political leaders are focused on the wrong things. We're focused on the absolutely wrong things. We're focused on other countries' wars. We're focused on other countries' citizens coming to our country, which is not a bad thing to focus on. But there's other things we could focus on as well. Like Americans' pockets, American jobs, American small businesses. But no, we want to focus on bombing countries. We want to focus on getting involved in wars we have nothing to do with. We want to focus on stealing people's presidents and locking them up, which that guy is not a guy back either way. That president that from Venezuela is 100% a terrible president and 100% deserves jail time. But we're focused on the wrong things. We went to Venezuela and stole a president. We're focused on the wrong thing. We are losing the plot, people. We are losing the plot. We're getting in wars that are making American lives harder. We're getting wars with all the wrong people. Gas prices are up because of that war. In a war that you said was over. How many peace deals have we been through? And how many do we have to go through for this war to truly be over, Mr. Trump? Because at some point, you're going to run out of deals. At some point, you're going to run out of deals. And my question is, when you run out of deals to come up with, when you continuously fail on these peace deals, or when they continue to stop listening to the peace deals, because you're getting the deals apparently, they just all fall apart in less than a month. Sometimes less than a week. So my question with you would be, what happens when you run out of deals? Run out of things and tired of getting settlements done? What happens then? That would be my question to you. When you just say enough is enough. When you just stop folding, since you got us in this war, stop folding and giving these peace deals, and just for them to break them, when is enough enough? Because there's a peace deal announcement. Everybody, yay, the war is over. I'm yay, the war is over. And then a week later, it's, oh, Iran is back striking again. Israel is back striking again. We're back at it again, like another Tuesday. And then he gets on the move to say, we're going to blow this country up. We're going to bomb. Stop it, bro. We're tired of hearing it. We're tired of it, bro. If you don't have a peace deal, just say you don't have a peace deal. But when you say you have a peace deal, you agree to it, you sign it, and then the next week they're back bombing. Is it really an agreement? Is it really a deal? What are we signing? 1 week contracts? 1 month contracts? 1 month deals? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like we're more of putting a hold on a war with these deals than actually ending it. And putting a hold on American dollars, on American affordability, is going to make it more frustrating for Americans. Because they're thinking, okay, the war over, gas prices are going to come back down, things are going to go back to normal. And they do. For a week. And then now they're like, okay, I'm okay. 1 month, my gas is sort of affordable because of a peace deal. And then the next week, we're back at war, and now my gas prices are back to $4. We gotta stop, man. And this is the thing. The thing about it is, the Democrats would say this is a Republican thing, but Democrats did the same exact thing. But Joe Biden did the same exact thing. He got involved in the war he didn't necessarily have to get involved in, which made gas prices go up, which made American lives less affordable. And it's time that we genuinely wake up, smell the roses, and as American citizens, because we see they're not getting anything done, and probably won't get anything done for the next 10 years. It's time that the next generation of politicians or leaders or people who are just sick and tired of what we're being fed and what hands of cards we're being dealt, and throw the cards on the table and say, let's go to work. Let's go to town. Because when we do that, they've lost. Because now they're not up against themselves. They're up against America. This is Politics with Amari. And this is Off Script. See you on the next episode.